Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So y'all, let's get into this conversation about Latisha Scott's cousin, Keke. You ever have that one family member that can tell your secrets and theirs too, honey, and they just tend to run their mouth to any and everybody? Well, Keke is that family member, and truth be told, she may be good for TV, but I don't know if she's being a good cousin to Latisha. So also in this video, Keke gets into the beef between Latisha and herself. She says it all started behind some Beyonce tickets. And so I decided to also post this video because I feel that Keke is giving real details between Latisha and herself. And then on the show, when Melody invites Keke to her house for the Christmas pajama party, the story of Melody and Keke's friendship seems like it just randomly happened overnight. And then when that storyline was played on the show, it also makes it seem like Melody is being messy for inviting Keke, when in fact Keke says that Melody and her have been friends for years, and they've actually been friends before Latisha and Melody became friends. So y'all take a listen. I look forward to reading your comments. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.
I don't know if we'll ever be able to trust each other again. I'll say that. She's jealous of your intelligence. I most definitely believe that she is insecure about the fact that she cannot articulate as well. And I would not use that to make fun of anybody or say anything negative about anyone. You guys know that a lot of people, especially older people, they're set in their ways and they're not trying to go back and relearn things and things like that. But I noticed that she keeps saying things like, well, I don't have to, speak as good, or, speak this way, but you speak this way, but you got a lying tongue. That's a lie. I've never had a lying tongue. Now, and what am I going to lie about? There's absolutely nothing for me to lie about. I can be 100% honest, and I stand on my honesty. And I have no reason to lie about anything, which is why we're in the position that we're in now, because I believe that people expected me to go on to TV and lie. Okay, Wanda said we could work together to get on the show together, but I went against her. That's not true. I never went against her. I stuck to the plan, and thank you for editing that for me. I stuck to the plan. They went against me. They switched it up on me. I'm not bringing anything different than what I said I was going to bring to the show, which they were well aware of. So that's why I was so shocked when I got the reaction that I got from them. It's like, okay, didn't we agree to this? But hey, have at it. Have at it. If that's the way you want to play it, seems like to me, you're the one that's doing the acting, not me. But okay. When I said that she and my father pit me and Tisha against each other, I most definitely believe, guys, that because I grew up that way and because of the tension between my grandfather and my dad's side of the family, they that wanted to push Tisha to have ingrained in her head, oh, they think you better than you already, so you gotta always outdo Keke. But it's so crazy because I brought Tisha along with me every step of the way. Like anything that I accomplished, I tried to push her to accomplish too. Anything that she was doing, I tried to push her to excel. And so I just don't understand how that bitter penetrate into Tisha with all of the things that I have encouraged and pushed her to do throughout the years and throughout our entire relationship. It's no secret that Tisha has struggled with speaking. I've always spoken well, guys. I make no mistake about that. I don't apologize for that. But at first, I would try to correct Tisha on some of the things that she was saying and some of the ways that she was speaking. She would get angry with me. She felt some kind of way about that. And I had to have a conversation with her and say, Tisha, look, I'm not trying to be funny when I'm trying to correct you. This is coming from a place of love. And eventually, she started to accept that. And it has shown. Her speech is so much more amazing. And she has come a long way, from where she once was. And I'm so proud of her for that. I always have been. So just the fact that they would try to force these comparisons between us, it's just it's asinine, y'all. It's ridiculous. When Mel called me, Tisha was the one to say, hey, you're on speakerphone, be honest. And I said, I don't know why you would expect anything different. Y'all, as Keke, everybody who knows Keke knows I've always been very opinionated and extremely outspoken. I've always been very outspoken. And I've never, ever, ever had a problem saying or sharing how I felt with anyone ever. And that will not ever change, okay? Ever. So I told exactly what I remembered that transpired that night. I said what I said. I didn't say anything negative about them. However, I did not say anything that was untrue. And I said what I said. And that's that. And if people are bothered by that, then I sincerely apologize for that. I'm sorry if you were bothered by the true statements that I made. But I did not do it with malicious intent. You know, I just answered a question in the most honest way possible. Did Mel force me? That's how they made it seem. No, Mel is, number one, nobody can force me to do anything. Ask my husband. Nobody can force Keke to do anything. I'm very strong-willed. So, no, she didn't force me. However, I knew that I would say production pushes things more so than cast members. So, sometimes you will have to answer a question over and over and over again until you give them something that they feel is TV worthy. And everyone who knows us, they know that me and Tisha have not been, seeing eye to eye for years. And I think the final straw with me was not only her sharing some intimate details about some things I was going through, which I will go further into on the show, but there was this whole situation about these Beyonce tickets that we bought, and I feel like she completely shaded me and wronged me and got over on me in that situation. And so that's one thing that kind of really caused the divide in our relationship, plus her telling some lies on me that I eventually found out about that I did not appreciate at all. And I don't even know if she knows about that I know these things, but many people, not just Melody guys, but many people have come back and told me things that Latisha has said about me throughout the years that I know she said, because it could not have come from any other source. These were things and information that only she was privy to. So I know that these things came from her. And I don't think she knows the full scope of what I know, that I just decided to let go because I decided to let the relationship go. So I was over it at that point. I've been over this relationship for many years. And I don't think she really knows the severity of the things that have come back to me and how I felt about those things. Now, Tisha says that she knew Melody before that, but I don't believe that that's true. I believe that I introduced her to Melody, because I will never forget specifically saying, hey, Tisha, this is the girl that I was telling you about. We did our student teaching together, blah, blah, blah. Shortly after that, Tisha and Mel, it was actually Martell and Marceau who started hanging out first. And after they started hanging out, they introduced their families to one another. Then they all started hanging out together as families. And by that time, me and Tisha's relationship had grown a little strained. So that's when, because of that, I wasn't around as much. I was around special days, holidays like Christmas and, any other special events or holidays. We all hung out together. Me, Tisha, Melody, all of our husbands. That's why when everybody's so shocked that I'm around, I'm like, this has got to be acting for TV. I took a class in college, and that was the name of the class, acting for TV. Because really surprised that I'm around when I've been around many times before. Thank you, Mari. Like, that's absolutely ludicrous. That's ludicrous to me. And the fact that they really stuck with that, I'll address that further. Y'all will see more about that, because that still doesn't sit well with me. Because to me, it's like they tried to paint a picture that Melody and I really didn't know each other. And that couldn't have been further from the truth. I knew Melody before any of them knew Melody. I knew Martell before any of them knew Martell. So it's just crazy to me that they would try to, they would exert that much energy and effort in putting forth this narrative based on complete misconception. I didn't like that at all, guys. Okay, they run with this enough. Okay, Keke was never invited before. When truth be told, I was just in an awkward predicament, y'all. The last 4 or 5 years, Melody and our relationship has grown tenfold. Now, again, at first, we were merely associates. We were connected through my mutual friend. We were connected through Alabama A&M. We were connected through being English majors. Yeah, we were connected that way. But we were not just, we had each other's phone numbers and stuff, but we didn't communicate like that unless we had like a question or something to ask. But after we did this event, where we both had to speak at, I did a poem, and she had to speak at this event that the English department at A&M had. So after that event, I remember me and Melody, we after everybody left, we talked for hours. And after that, we made a more conscious effort to hang out, speak to each other more, because the vibe was just good and authentic. Because our mutual best friend will always tell us, you know what, y'all have so much in common. Y'all need to actually link up. But I never wanted to force anything. Anything I do, I always wanted to come from a place of authenticity. So at that time, that was the time where we developed that authentic bond where we could move forward together as friends. So Melody has invited me ever since this show. We were talking before the show even came on at all. We were talking when this show was only a concept, okay? Texting, hey, how you doing? What's up? What's going on? Every single thing that Melody has had, she has invited me to since the show has been airing. So I was in a position where I felt like, because me and Tisha were trying to rebuild some things. So I was in a position where I feel like, dang, Tisha gonna get mad at me if I go. I don't want to be mad at me, but at the same time, Melody ain't gonna keep inviting me to stuff if I keep not going, you know. So I got to a point where I was like, especially when I saw that me and Tisha's relationship was just not going to improve, I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to push aside somebody I feel like is a good and genuine friend for another relationship that is seemingly not going to improve. So I decided not to take part in that high school rubbish any longer. And so I'm not. And if anyone feels any kind of way about it, they want to call me disloyal, fine, I don't care. But guess who I'm not going to be disloyal to any longer? Keke. I'm not going to be disloyal to Keke for someone who I feel like was not loyal to Keke. I'm not going to put myself on the back burner any longer because of someone else's feelings. I'm not doing it anymore. And, you know, many of my friends, they would continuously say to me throughout the years, Keke, come on, when are you going to get it? Wake up. This girl, yes, that's your cousin. We know you love your cousin. But when is enough enough? When are you going to get it? Why do you keep... It's like she has the wool pulled over your eyes. It wasn't that. I've never been a dumb person. I just really loved her. And I wanted our relationship to work. I still love her. But as far as our relationship, I just don't... Especially with her having the people in her ear that's in her ear, I don't see it, I don't see it progressing. So, that's that. Exactly, peace is priceless, so is getting your truth out. I agree. And if anybody's going to tell my truth, I'm going to tell my truth. Wanda's attempting at telling my truth, and she's failing miserably, because she's not putting out the truth. So just pump your brakes, don't tell it. Let me tell it myself, okay? Do I think money changed her? I don't think that money changed her. Let me say what I do think changed her. I think that happiness changed her. Because before, a wonder bitter type of Tisha. And after she got with Marcel, it was a different person. She was happy then. So then she could be happy for me when I told her things that I was happy about or that was great or happening in my life. That's when I saw the jealousy from Latisha subside. Like they're trying to put out that I'm jealous of Tisha. Nah, y'all. I feel like when Tisha got with Marcel, I saw less jealous activity from her. Did it subside? Nope. The envy did not subside then, but it was less frequent than it was before. But there were still some issues of envy that I could very well point out and give receipts on. Okay? I want to ask her wholeheartedly. When have you ever seen me be jealous of you? Ever. When? Show it to me. Point it out. Because I want to know. I'm so curious about that. Did Marcel cheat? Ooh, that's a loaded question, girl. That's a loaded question. You have to keep watching to kind of see, where it goes. I don't know if Marcel cheated, but you'll see. You'll see where that story goes. So I can't divulge any information on that right now. Marcel, I believe he's one of those people that's in Tisha's ear. That's like, don't trust Keke, blah blah blah. When honestly, if she can't trust nobody else, she can most definitely trust me, because I'm gonna be there for her, regardless of what's going on, with us. And if he made her cry today, I'd be the first one jumping on that bald head, smacking him across the back, for hurting my cousin. I believe that Marcel knows that Keke is gonna call a spade a spade, and he knows that he cannot pull the wool over my eyes. I'm just not as easily wooed and enticed, and I don't want to say encouraged. That's not the word I'm looking for. I'm just not as easily won over by Marcel as other people might be with his words. Marcel is one of those people that, I teach composition. So he's one of those people who will write an essay, and I'll be reading them. I'll be like, he using all these big words full of fluff, and he ain't saying nothing. Nothing. This ain't even coherent. It don't even make sense. He like to go around in these circles and try to come up with riddles to try to sound like he's smart, like he's Marsophic. I can't even talk tonight. Not Socrates, but like he's Marsocrates. No, you are not a philosopher, Marcel. Just give it up. Stick to the basics, okay? He likes to do all this wordplay and all of this, and a lot of times he goes around and around in circles, making absolutely no sense. And I'm like, and people really be like, they really be like, oh, you so smart. And I be like, that ain't even make sense. But okay, whatever you say. Girl, Jesus used parables. He didn't use parables. Marcel doesn't use parables. He used rambles. Okay? Rambles. That's what I'm calling it. Rambles, not parables.